this is a writer down that the proper use of a conditional guarantee can be a very powerful tool for making more money. So every offer that you have should always have an unconditional guarantee. You should always offer an unconditional, money back, whether it's 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. I would tell you that the longer the guarantee period, the longer the unconditional guarantee period, typically the lower your refund rate will be. The shorter the guarantee period, the higher your refund rate will be. We could surmise that it's because it's top of the mind, right? If you give a 1 week guarantee compared to a 1 year guarantee, the 1 year guarantee, there's no pressure, there's no urgency. The 1 week guarantee, it's going on your calendar. I got to make a decision by Friday at noon so I don't get charged. And so the longer the period, the better. But you always want to have an unconditional guarantee. The length of your guarantee is really driven by your merchant provider. So some merchant providers are okay with a 3 month. Some are not willing to go beyond 3 months. Obviously, they're on the hook for that if you go beyond that, but I would tell you to find out what is the maximum length that you can go with and go with that. I used to operate with a 12-month guarantee on everything that I sold, and we now work with a bunch of different merchant providers, and so now we just keep everything very streamlined. It's only 30 days, and so it's not nearly as powerful a tool as a 12-month guarantee. But you then add, and listen to me carefully here, you can add a secondary conditional guarantee on top of the unconditional guarantee. And the way that you do this the right way is you have a conditional performance-driven guarantee. And so I'll give you an example. So it's a conditional performance-driven guarantee. And so I'll give you an example of the way that we did this with the E5 Masterclass, our flagship program. So we did this when we were marketing with partners, when we did our big public launch. What we did was we said we had the total unconditional 30-day. If for any reason or no reason whatsoever you're not happy in the next 30 days, shoot one email, you get all of your money back, no questions asked. Then we also had I think it was $5,000 in 60 days guarantee. Was that what it was? Remember? It was 5,000, something like you were promised that you'd make an additional $5,000 in new sales in 60 days. And if you didn't, you would get all of your money back plus $1,000, but there were conditions. So it was, right, you were guaranteed $5,000 in the next 60 days, or you get your money back plus $1,000 as long as you can show us that, like, you went through every module, right? Like, they sent us samples. Yeah, and but here was the thing. This is the thing that we didn't do, that I was very sensitive to, is that we didn't make them jump through hoops. It wasn't like, film yourself outside dancing in the woods, like, it wasn't craziness. It was really like, in essence, it was show us that you did the program, that you executed. So it was like, consume, go through the modules, do the worksheets, submit whatever, like we had them fill out like a spreadsheet or something, wasn't it? Like, I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was, post something every day in the Facebook group, what you did for the day or something like that, and you either make an extra $5,000 in the next 60 days, or you get your money back plus $1,000. And we rolled that out, and I believe we had, I don't know if you know offhand, I believe there was maybe two. One? Yeah. Half of what I thought? No. Well, so hang on. So I didn't say there was only one refund. There was only one refund that met the conditional, gig. But you ask yourself, right, what, and I don't know the numbers from memory, but you ask yourself, adding in that kind of guarantee, did you sell one more? Right, because even in this case, even if you sold one more one, it's a $2,000 product, right? Even if you sold one more, it was worth it because you only paid out $1,000 in the thing, and so you still made, even if you only sold one more. And so you have to ask yourself, what are the performance results, the outcome that you can promise that come with conditions? Even for something like, and look, there are different laws, legalities, especially with consumables and nutritional supplements, but if there was a pre-workout thing, a pre-workout supplement, and let's say, there was an offer that had something to do with, like your look, you use this for the next 3 weeks or 4 weeks, whatever it is, 3 times a week, and you'll increase your lifts by 10%. If you don't increase your lifts by 10%, you'll get all your money back plus, an extra $30. First of all, part of that conditional thing, you could have people send in 1 or 2 videos, right? Now you got videos that you can use in other marketing, regardless of whether you give money back or not, right? You've got people that are using the product. You're encouraging usage, right? And so some people, you're going to win them over even if they don't see right? Even if they don't see the increase, they've become a fan from usage. And you differentiate your offer in the marketplace, in a marketplace that's crazy crowded with crazy noise, right? You immediately convey credibility, because what supplement company in the world is going to is going to offer you an extra $50 back or $20 back or whatever it may be, based on an outcome or a result? Great things happen when you do that. And so again, legalities of what you can claim and what you can't claim, but the point is that we are looking, remember the context, sin offer. Part of that, superior. Superior to what? Superior to competitors. We want to look at competitors' offers. We want to look at their guarantees, and we want to offer something that is superior. One way to do that is to have a longer unconditional guarantee, but another way to do that is to have a secondary conditional guarantee that just promises the result that they want.
What was the sin again? I missed the
superior.
Yep.
Irresistible. Yep. No brainer.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And so, right, so superior, the first part has to do with comparing, right? We always say superior. Superior to what? Superior to competitors. Remember what I said? I said you're looking for deliverables. What are you looking for? You're looking for gaps. What aren't they delivering? And you're looking for opportunities to differentiate in the deliverables, right? We're looking at price. We're looking at terms. We said most people care more about terms than they do total price. Oftentimes, when people say, well, most of my market charges $49. I want to charge $90. How do I do that? Terms. Right? Terms is the way that you can charge more, right? So, because you could I could say, here, look, I could say this is $49, right? Or, right, you can get started with us for just $30 today, and then 2 additional monthly installments of $30 only after you've seen your garden grow monster tomatoes and you're the talk of the town and blah, blah, blah. Right? And now all it takes for them to get started. See, because the thing to understand is this, the thing to grasp is this. The biggest hurdle that you have to overcome, and I want you to get this, is that initial, okay, I'll give it a shot. Right? And so that's why you can charge more with terms, because terms allow you to lower that initial bar. Right? Rather than, right, somebody's charging $49, we want to charge $90. Charging $90 raises the bar. If we do a pure $90 offer, raises the bar, right? So I can lower the bar down to $30. I could also do other things, like I could lower the bar down to $1 today, and only in a month will you, if you love it, will you pay the other $90. Totally lowering the bar, right? And so there are ways, but we are looking for superior, right? I said risk reversal. You understand that. The third, or the final piece to that is bonuses. And so bonuses, and I want you to get this. I want you to listen to me. I feel like with everything I've been saying, I want you to get this. I want you to listen to me. It's very typical.
A lot of knowledge with a few of them. That's all right. We're not offended.
Very typical of me. Don't take it personally. I always say that. Listen to me. Get this. Plus, in the rest of my life, I'm very rarely listened to. And so, in this part of my life, right, so I got to take advantage of it at this point. My wife and daughters very rarely, like I'm the odd man out. And so, so listen, so bonuses, sometimes referred to as premiums, are a very powerful tool for increasing sales, for increasing conversions, when they are used properly. When they are used properly. Here is how not to put together bonuses. The way that you don't put together bonuses is you don't think about what do we have in stock, what do we have on the shelves, or what do we have already made that we can include here as a bonus. See, the thought process that is the mistake is, I know bonuses increase sales, can increase conversions. I know the best marketers said use bonuses, and so I'm going to put together a bunch of bonuses as part of this offer. That's the mistake. The mistake is in thinking that just having bonuses is the answer. So you want to sit back and you want to think about, first and foremost, and listen to me carefully here, there it is again. First and foremost, you want to look at what are the potential gaps in your product information. In other words, is there something missing from the product that that you could include as a bonus that would make the product more complete? Right, so this could be like, in your case, it could be, there could be a guide, a protein guide, something like that, just as an example. But is there a gap in the product? Another thing, like here's an example with a physical product. So, well, next one is, and then I'll give you the example. Next one is, are there, and this is important, are there any objections that can arise from your deliverables? Any concerns, any additional objections that could arise from your deliverables that you can overcome and eliminate with the bonuses? So, let's say this might be a ridiculous one, but you'll get this. Let's take protein powder and say, but won't I need a blender? Or won't I have to go out now and buy a blender? Or won't I need some kind of special shaker or something like that? Like, so it's not just $50 for my protein drink. Now I'm gonna have to go out and spend $150 on a blender, or I'm gonna have to go spend $30 on a shaker or something like that. And so, right, you see how the offer, they might say, I get it. I see that this is great. I see the problem I have. I understand the solution. I understand why this is the best. I understand why this is a great deal. I understand, but what about this? Right? So you say to somebody, I'm going to sell you fertilizer, but aren't I going to need the thing, the spreader now, and aren't I going to need to water my lawn a certain way, and then I'm going to need to research how often do I water my lawn? You see how the offer, the thing, the deliverable, they can believe in that. But is your offer, is your thing raising certain objections that if left unaddressed will kill the sale, right? Will kill the sale. So great, my buddy Russell Brunson, who some of you may know from ClickFunnels. So Russell had this course, and Russell is one of the best. He's one of the best in the world when it comes to offer creation. If you you pay attention to the way he does his offers, you will find that there is no objection that's left unaddressed in the offer itself. I don't mean, listen, I'm not talking about he's overcoming all objections in the marketing, in the sales pitch, during the offer. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about all of the yeah buts. Won't I need this, or what about this, are always addressed in the offer, usually through the bonuses.